Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Make sure you get your advice from godly men, not ungodly men. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel. Don't get your advice from ungodly men, nor standeth in the way of sinners. Don't be a stumbling block. Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. The scorn are those that look down on others. They shouldn't look down on others, but they do. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel, the advice of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners. We don't want to be a stumbling block, but nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, which is Torah, and in this law doth he meditate day and night. You ponder on his word all of the time. I enjoy pondering on the word of God day and night. And it's got this promise, and he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Sounds like prosperity to me. That's what you want. You want the Magen Dong Buhai. You want to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are prepared for the imminent arrival of the millennial reign of Christ. If you are not ready for the millennial reign of Christ, you're not ready for the rapture at all. Because if you're not ready to endure with him to the end, the same shall be saved. But if you're not prepared to endure with him to the end, you're not prepared for the millennial reign of Christ. You're not prepared for the rapture. There's no easy way. We give it to you freely, and if you want it, we give it to you freely. It's awesome. Our focus today is on 2 Samuel chapter 12. I don't do topical messages. I want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are prepared for the arrival of the Messiah, to occupy until his arrival. We do that to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We do our best to do that every single day. It's awesome. And we want you to have his very best. Our focus today is found in 2 Samuel chapter 12. It continues on from what was taught about David and Bathsheba. Yes, David had a fondness for beautiful women, and that was a role model. That was what he taught his son Solomon. We're going to read a little bit as we prepare for everything that took place before Solomon was conceived. We're going to begin in 2 Samuel chapter 12. We're going to begin with verse 1. Please follow along. Your final will be today. We give you the answers in advance. You may be able to have an open Bible test. We hope that you have one. I hope you read it. I hope, because we give you the answers in advance. If you know my King, my architect is the creator of heaven and earth. He made everything. All that there is The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, everything that is within it belongs to him. We want you to have his best. But if you're not prepared for the imminent arrival of the Messiah, for the millennial reign of Christ, you're not ready for it at all. We give it to you in advance. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1. On my Bible, it's on page 1414. We want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Lord sent Nathan unto David. Indication is that Nathan is also a son of David, and he was already training to be like a Levi. But Nathan has a big part to play, but people don't understand it yet. I'm not getting into that rabbit trail. It's good eating, but I want you to have his best. Please follow along. And the Lord sent Nathan, probably a son of David, and he came unto him and said unto him, there were two men in one city. One was very rich, very wealthy, and the other one was poor. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and many herds. He had lots of everything. But the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb, a beautiful ewe lamb. When he had brought it up and nourished it, took good care of the ewe lamb, and it grew together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat. He fed him from his own table, and drank of his own cup, and lay it in his bosom, allowed it to sleep, and listened to his heartbeat, and was unto him as a daughter. He traded that lamb, female lamb, the baby lamb, as if he was his own daughter. Verse 4, and then there came a traveler who was traveling unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock. He didn't take from his own lambs, his own flock, and he didn't take his own, to dress it and prepare it from one of his own flock, his own pork chops or anything. He didn't take from his lambs, from his flocks, but took the poor man's lamb, the ewe lamb, and killed it and dressed it. To feed the traveler that came to his house. He took the poor man's lamb. Verse 5, and David's anger, because David was a shepherd too, so he could relate to this. And David's anger was greatly kindled. He was very angry against the man, and said to Nathan, as the Lord liveth, that man that hath done this thing shall surely die, and shall restore unto the lamb repay him 4 times. Because he did this thing and because he had no pity. He was angry. He was a shepherd. He could relate to this. And Nathan, probably his own son, and Nathan said to David, "You are the one. You are the man. You are the guilty one. Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I anointed you to be king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave you your master's house and your master's wives unto your bosom, and gave you the house of Israel. I gave you the kingdom and of Judah, and it hath been taken to..." If that had not been enough, you had to take the lamb, the female lamb of this poor man. He was talking about the wife of Uriah. He was talking about Bathsheba. Verse 9, wherefore you have despised the commandment of the Lord. You didn't do what was taught in Torah. You did it what was convenient in your own eyes. You thought you were wise enough to make this decision. Wherefore you have despised the commandment of the Lord. You have despised Torah. To do evil in his sight. I want you to know right now that not anything from Torah ever changes when you get to the New Testament. Nothing ever changes. The Torah remains in force. Jesus fulfilled it perfectly. He is my king. He is my rabbi. He is my architect, my great physician. I call him all these things. I call him Jesus. Awesome. To me, he is the Messiah, my great physician, the creator of heaven and earth. I just call him Jesus. I call him Lord. Messiah. He's the anointed one. What we have, we receive it freely. We give it to you. Jesus Christos is La Roca. It's awesome. I said Isang Punto Sa Mensaje, so I will move more quickly. Verse 10. Now therefore the sword shall never depart from your house. Judgment and retribution shall never go from your house, because you have despised me and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be your wife. You can't hide your sin. You can't hide anything from him. Everything is naked before him with whom you stand. Everybody is naked. You can't hide anything from him. I know him. He's had mercy on me more than I deserve. My God is awesome. I just know what he gives to me. From the mercy that he's given to me, which I don't deserve, I want you to know the Father of mercy and the God of all comfort, who comforts me from the reservoir of mercy that he's given to my wife and I, and it's been abundant. He gave it to us freely. And from this reservoir, we give it to others who need it. not some, to all who want it, we give it to you. But you have to want it. If you don't have it, he won't give it to you. He's not going to torture you for eternity to be in the presence of God the Father if you don't want to be there. Because if you want to be there, no one is able to kidnap you out of his hand. But if you don't want to be there, he's not going to doom you where you don't want to be. He's awesome. I love him. I want you to know he's had mercy on me, and we give it to others freely. En el nombre de Jesus Cristo, toca, 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 ahora, ahora, ahora. It's awesome. Verse 10, now therefore the sword shall never depart from your house, because you have despised me, and have taken the wife of Uriah to be your wife. Verse 11, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against you out of your own house, and I will take your wives before your eyes. I will take your wives before your eyes, and give them to your neighbor. And he shall lie with your wives in the sight of this sun. Verse 12, for you tried to do it secretly, but I will do this before all Israel and before the sun. You can't hide anything from God. He's had mercy on me, and I give it to others because it's awesome. My God is awesome. Been awesome to me. I've seen what he does in my eyes, in his presence. Awesome. We want you to have it too. Verse 13, and David said unto Nathan, who was, evidence indicates he was the son of David, but he was also the older. He was also stepbrother of the one who would be King Solomon. He was probably his brother. I believe it was. Matthew traces the genealogy of David through Solomon. But the book of Luke, you track it back through Nathan, the son of David. Jesus descends from Nathan, not Solomon. But that's another horse altogether, just priming your pump. This information is there. It's awesome. It's very good. I want more. We give it to you freely, on demand, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. None of this has ever fallen to the ground. It all comes to pass. I've seen it with my own eyes. Some of this is preserved on YouTube. You can go back and see it. I've seen it. The evidence is there. It's real. My God is awesome. Verse 13, and David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, the Lord also hath put away your sin. He has forgiven you of your sin. You shall not die. Howbeit, because of this deed which you have given great occasion to the enemies to blaspheme the Lord. He doesn't want anybody to blaspheme him. Don't you give a reason for the children of the devil and say, look, this is a child of God, they're supposed to be holy, and this is how they act. They're going to make fun of, mock God because you don't obey His word. He created you to be holy, and you're going to do what is right in your own eyes and not what He says. That's blaspheming the Lord. So, howbeit, because of this thy deed, you have given great occasion to the enemies of God to blaspheme. The child that is born unto thee shall surely die. Verse 15, and Nathan departed unto his house. He went back to his own house. And the Lord struck the child that was Uriah's wife bare unto David. They were pretending it was Uriah's child, but it was really David's. They were trying to hide his sin, and it became very sick. Verse 16, and David therefore besought God for the child. And David fasted, he did without food, and went in and lay all the night upon the earth. He had love for the child, even though it wasn't his child, it was really Uriah's child, but he was going to pretend that it was his. You can't hide anything from God. Just give Him. If you can't be honest with God, with whom can you be honest? My God is awesome. What He has given to me from the reservoir of mercy that He's given to me, and it's been abundant. He does for me above and beyond what I even ask, and it's awesome. He did it to you also. Jesus Christos is La Roca. Claim what He only gives to His children that are in obedience. It's awesome. Isaiah chapter 1:19. If you are willing and obedient, you can enjoy the best of the land, the very best of the land. But if you refuse the mercy and goodness of God, the sword of the Lord, it will follow. It will happen. It never falls to the ground. Never has, never will. Verse 17, and the elders of his house arose and went to David to raise him up from the earth, but he would not, neither did he eat bread with them. They wanted him to eat, but he would not eat. Verse 18, and it came to pass on the 7th day he did not eat for 7 days. David did it for 7 days. Some of you can't do it for one meal, one day. David did it for 7. And it came to pass on the 7th day that the child died. He fasted, and the child died. And the servants of David were afraid to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, behold, while the child was alive, we spoke unto him, and he would not listen to us, nor would he eat. If we tell him, what shall he do if we tell him that the child is dead? Verse 19, but when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants, is the child dead? Yes, he was. And they said, he is dead. Verse 20, then David arose. He got up. He didn't sit there and continue to mourn. He'd already been at 7 days. Then David arose from the earth, and he washed and anointed himself, made himself looked like the king that he was, and changed his apparel, changed his clothes, and came into the house of the Lord, and worshipped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him. He was hungry after 7 days, and he did eat. He didn't, I don't know that he gorged himself. I don't know. That doesn't say, but he ate a little bit. Verse 21, Then his servants said unto him, What is this that you have done? You did fast and weep for the child while he was alive, but when the child is dead, you did rise and eat bread, you ate. Verse 22, And he said, While the child was yet alive, I fasted and I wept. For I said, Who can tell whether God will be gracious to me, that the child may live? But it didn't fall to the ground. But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Exactly what Nathan, his son, said came to pass. Can I bring him back? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. Some of you have had the same situation. Some of you are going through it right now. I can't tell you, I don't have all of the answers. I talk to the one who does have all the answers. He is my architect, creator of heaven and earth. I also call him my great physician. He never loses a case. Whatever he says never falls to the ground. I serve the awesome Savior, the great physician. He is my great carpenter. He is the architect of heaven and earth. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. I know him. It's awesome. You need to be prepared for the imminent coming, imminent arrival of the Messiah, for the millennial reign of Christ. And if you're not ready for his millennial reign, you're not ready for the rapture, because only those who are willing to endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And if you're too lazy to do that, you're not worthy. Ye shall not have it. You say, I don't believe in that Jewish teaching. I don't believe in that Jewish rabbi. I don't believe in the Old Testament. If you don't, because the Old Testament never expires. It never changes. Jesus fulfilled the Old Testament perfectly. And if Jesus did it, he paid the price for you and me. If he paid the price, it is done. Remember when he was on that cross, he looked up into heaven and he didn't whisper, he shouted. He said, It is finished. He didn't say, Shh, it is finished. Don't tell anybody. He said, It is finished. And when he said, It is finished, it is done. Life conquered death. Messiah is Lord. I know him. I love him. I want you to have what he's given to me for free. From Jesus Christos. Jesus Christos is La Roca. Receive his very best. Awesome. Verse 24. And David comforted Bathsheba, his wife, and went in unto her and lay with her, got romantic with her, and planted seed in her, and she gave birth to a son, and he called his name Solomon, that the Lord loved him. Evidence indicates that Nathan was at least a half-brother to Solomon right before. That's interesting reading. It's awesome. Verse 25, and he sent by the hand of Nathan the prophet his son, and he called his name Jedediah, because of the Lord. And Joab fought against Rabbah of the children of Amnon of Jordan, and took the royal city. And David sent messengers to David and said, I have fought against Rabbah and have taken the city of waters. Verse 28, now therefore gather the rest of the people together and encamp against the city and take it, lest I take the city and it be called after my name. It would be the city of David. And David gathered all the people together and went to Rabbah and fought against it and took it. Verse 30, and he took their king's crown from off his head. The weight thereof was a talent of gold, with the precious stones, that it was set on David's head. And he brought forth the spoil of the city in great abundance, great wealth. And he brought it forth, verse 31, and he brought forth the people that were therein, and put them under saws and under harrows of iron. Axes of iron. And he made them pass through the brick kiln, the furnace. And thus did he to all the cities of the children of Ammon, of Jordan, on the other side of the Jordan River. So David and all the people returned unto Jerusalem. My God is awesome. I don't claim to know everything. I talk to the one. I talk to my rabbi, the great physician. I also call him the architect. I call him by many names, but I just call him Jesus. It's awesome. What we have, we give it to you freely. Receive his very best. And if you are a young man or young woman of God, and you think that you don't have to do anything anymore, you're wrong. You give him your very best every single day. Give him your best all the time. Don't look to the left, to the right. Don't think that you are wise enough to do what is wise in your own eyes, because it never works. I want you to have his very best. If you are one of his children, via con Dios, go do what he told you to do. Don't turn to the left or to the right. Just do what he tells you to do, and you'll be all right. And if you are a child of God and you qualify, that you are ready for the millennial reign of Jesus Christ, Dios Libandega, he gives you his very best